outside of your race?
Yes.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
Yes.
Let's talk about your current partner. What race are they?
He's a white cis man.
And what about your partner before that?
He was a white cis man.
Uh-huh. And then what about before that?
Before that, oh no, he was a white cis man, but ask me the one before that.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yes.
I have.
Oh yeah.
I've dated, I'd say, every race.
Currently dating someone outside my race right now.
My
Watch Indio. Y'all wanna watch that?
girlfriend right now is mixed.
I've dated a lot of white guys, but I've also dated Mexican guys as well.
I currently have a partner right now, and they're a white partner.
I've only dated 2 people, and my husband, my current partner, he's mixed.
And you're white?
I am very white, yes.
Very, very white. Okay.
Duh! What she look like?
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
I'm black and Asian. I've never dated anybody that's black or Asian.
My current girlfriend is Asian.
Japanese American.
Puerto Ricans.
Chinese. My husband is black.
My partner, actually, of over 10 years is black.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
I'm currently dating outside of my race. I'm learning a lot.
What are you learning?
White people just really love the outdoors. They like it doesn't matter if the
That's facts. That's facts. I got a lot of white people friends, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, they love being outside.
weather's bad. It doesn't matter if there's bugs and mosquitoes everywhere. They are outside.
I don't
Why
care.
have you dated outside of your race?
Get to know the other culture as well.
Where I grew up, white people were one of the minorities, so it was usual for everyone to date outside their race.
I grew up in Los Angeles, so there's a lot more than just white guys.
Sometimes I equate the feeling of whiteness to a lack of passion.
I would prefer that they're not white because it makes it more interesting, I think.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
No.
No.
Nope, I don't think so.
Well, I've only dated one person, and he is like also the same mixed race makeup as me, so no.
What's your ethnicity?
My mom's white, and my dad is
Asian.
Mexican, white, Chinese, and Native American.
I'm biracial, so if I were to date another black person, I don't consider that outside of my race, but I also don't consider dating a white person outside of my race.
Have you ever dated someone that wasn't white or black or mixed?
No, I haven't.
Why haven't you dated outside of your race?
It hasn't risen as an opportunity.
Opportunity has
That's
not
cap.
been there.
Never
You know them black boys love them snow bunnies. That's
had the opportunity to.
I've had people that I've been interested in, but we just never ended up dating.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
I have
Why
not.
she look like she lying?
I think in my younger years it was fear. I'm not sure what that fear is defined as, and the opportunities never came after a point where I didn't feel that way.
The time that I was dating a lot, I went to a school that was like very Caucasian.
I just tend to be in spaces where there are a lot of white people.
Where I grew up, it was pretty
Yeah, fear. She was kid on that. You know what I'm saying?
white.
Hey, I don't blame her. You know.
I grew up in a little tiny town.
Small town.
Small town in Kansas.
I grew up in Montana.
Kansas? Yo, I'm from Kansas, you know what I'm saying? Small town Southwest Kansas, you dig what I'm saying? Lulu from Kansas too, you know what I'm saying? Southeast Kansas, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Yo, this guy looks like the guy.
Have you ever dated outside
No
of your
way.
race?
Yes.
Let's talk about your
As well?
It more interesting.
Yo, doesn't he look like the guy from, who he look like, y'all? Doesn't he look like the guy from, Prison Break? Right? Or am I tripping? I never watched it, but... What's his name?
I
Y'all know his
think.
name, let me
Have
know.
you ever dated outside of your race?
No.
Nope, I don't think so.
Well, I've only dated one person, and he is like also the
The
same
21 Jump Street
mixed
guy?
race makeup as me,
I
so
don't know who that is. Let me search it up real quick. Hold on.
my mom's white, and my dad is
Black person.
Your race?
It has
Have
in space. Little tiny.
A lot of people that were not my race.
Just the only
Statistic.
Yo, where's it at? Do you see it?
in a real
Tiny town. Small town.
Small town in Kansas.
Kansas boy.
I grew up in Montana. There wasn't really a lot of people that were not my race.
Bro, I can't imagine people living like Wyoming or something like how or Idaho, bro. Like what y'all do out there, bro?
the only people.
Like out of every state, you decided to live in Idaho or Wyoming, bro. You know what's crazy? Wyoming got the highest rate of suicide.
That I've gravitated towards are they're both just happen to be white.
Statistically, I'm probably gonna end up with a white person. That's the way of the world.
Ooh, what do you mean by that?
I mean, it's just like generally people like to stick within their cultural groups because they want to feel accepted to the highest extent that they can be.
Why would you typically date within your race?
Just because it's easier to relate to each other, I think.
Jeffree Star.
I've only dated outside my
Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how.
race once. We just didn't see eye to eye.
I'm Latina, so I feel like other people wouldn't really get our issues as much.
The type of upbringings we have were different. Finances in our family were different.
I have been predominantly dating black men. There's a level that we just understand each other at, and I don't have to really explain anything about my.
Would y'all get married? Date/get married to someone out of your race? Me personally, I don't know. Sure. Well, I don't know. Yeah, why not?
Culture.
What is your race?
I'm South Asian, more specifically Indian.
I knew it!
A Indian man.
I would say that's my type, and I didn't really branch out until recently, mainly because I've had some bad experiences with Indian men.
I would say I typically date white males, to be honest.
Why do you tend to date white guys?
Kind of just a preference I've had, and for me, kind of growing up and seeing the Latino machismo
I ain't gonna lie,
culture.
bro. I've met people that said that white men knows, like, they know how to treat their women. That's what I met. You know what I'm saying? I met some. You know what I'm saying? They were like, white men, like, they're so romantic. Da da da. Like, they take care of you. Da da da. They were like, oh, lovey-dovey. Da da da.
Sure, that kind of just turned me off.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
Yes, I have.
I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
All the time.
Do you tend to have
Your race.
Yes, I have.
Black beer?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me who you gotta know who I'm talking about. Black beer. Come on, tell me though. Yo, I'm dreaming, bro.
Yes.
All the time.
Do you tend to have a preference when dating?
I don't know that I have a preference, but I've dated more white men than I have any other race.
I thought she said she dated more women.
I guess generally I tend to date white
You know
people.
what's crazy? I always like find girls who's like lesbian attractive. I don't know.
I def.
Like my middle school crush was she was gay.
Have
I didn't know she was gay.
dated mostly
And I don't care.
white women.
It's a lot of white guys.
I don't think that I'm like attractive towards people outside of my race.
Why?
I don't really know.
Do you tend to have a preference when dating?
No, just.
You mean you like masculine women? No, she wasn't that gay. She was like just gay. Like she wasn't like she wasn't a dyke, you know. Like she wasn't like a gay where like she's the man of the relationship. She was a gay of like the woman of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Let me tell you. Y'all wanna know the story? Should I tell you the story or no?
Not white. I typically don't find Caucasian men as attractive, and I think my love of Asian food and anime and stuff kind of just try.
We'll pass it to the Indians.
Translated to I
Yeah, I remember
love
that shit.
specifically Asian features. That sounds really bad, but I guess we all like what we like, right?
Why do you date white guys?
I like blonde hair, so I feel like that often white guys have the hair color that I'm looking for.
I don't like. I like alternative indie guys, and that's who tends to be, kind of on the edgier sides.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It
Bro,
depends
I can't wait to dye my hair red, y'all. I'm about to dye my hair red. Not full of it, just the tips.
on the character of the person.
As
If we get 50 followers, I'm straightening my hair on live.
like starting to date and everything, I realized I didn't really have a preference.
Racial preference? People of color, just because there's a lot more that I
Yo, I never seen a girl with a mustache. Or a woman.
can connect with. However, I don't have a racial requirement.
Even though I know y'all be.
That's what pisses me off. People will literally misconstrue a preference over a requirement.
Have you ever dated outside your race?
Yes.
Did that cause any conflict within your relationship?
Not really. I think there were some aspects of his culture that like I tried to understand that I didn't just because it's not my own.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
I have.
Has that
Yo, why
caused
she look
any
like that?
tension with your family?
Not with my family particularly, but oftentimes with the other person's family.
My family is racist, so I was apprehensive about bringing her home, but her family was super welcoming to me, so it wasn't an issue on that side.
I mean, I was dating this guy who was black in high school, and I was telling my mom who he was, and she was like, but he's black. So I think there's a lot of like implicit bias that I do think kind of stems from my parents.
I ain't gonna lie, if I told my mom I'm getting married or like talking to this white girl, bro, she gonna be like,
I guess my lifestyle is a little bit different from that.
yo, the pie is hairs? What the?
Like implicit bias that I do think kind of stems from my parents.
I guess my lifestyle.
Yo, the pie is hairs? Y'all know what I'm talking about? They're all gonna stop, yeah. Yo, he looks like him, I ain't gonna lie. Why am I tripping? Nah, I think I'm tripping.
Lifestyle's a little bit different from theirs.
I mean, no one says anything, but you just get the looks,
I guess my lifestyle's a little bit different
What
from
my
theirs.
grandma doing here? Like, what you know about dating, grandma? Like you probably forgot about like your high school, like people you talk to and stuff, grandma.
no one says anything, but you just get the looks,
I've had black partners in the past that have asked me, like, if the cops pull us over, you got to take the lead a little bit because it's just a little scary. And same thing goes for like when the height of ICE detainment was going on. I had a Hispanic.
I ain't gonna lie, I got pulled over, but I wasn't the one that was driving. One of the white homies were driving, and I got pulled over, and the guy was like, "Can I get your license and registration, whatever, your insurance, whatever?" So he gave him the license. And like he recognized the last name, and he was like, "Wait, you're related to this, and that?" And the white guy was like, "Yeah, that's my cousin." Guess what? We didn't get no ticket.
Partner, and we had a long talk about what that looked like for their family, etc.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
Yeah, my current wife, she's born and raised in Puerto Rico, and I'm from the States.
Any cultural differences that come up?
She makes fun of my language all the time. Like, if I think something's really fun, I'll be like, ooh, that's a hoot and a half, and she says that.
That's a hoot and a half.
That is just too silly.
Did you see yourself ending up with someone of a specific race?
I think in the hindsight, no. But for like years, I was told by family, you gotta stay in the race.
They want me to date someone who also understands my culture. Because, with me dating white men, generally, like, it's just harder for them to understand certain things.
If I want to listen to my heart, it's good with me. But if I want to listen to my family, it's not so good.
I come from...
I ain't gonna lie, Starbucks is expensive, so yeah, make sure y'all follow up, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a Korean and white family, and I was always told, date a nice, rich white boy.
Who are you dating right now?
A white boy.
See, I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm gonna get married to a rich white woman, so she can take care of me. No. I mean, so I can take care of her using her money. You know what I'm saying? Work smart, not hard, you know what I'm saying? I can just stay home. Man's majestic. Yo! Michael Jackson. But I could just,
Would you feel any pressure from your parents to date a certain race?
No, I mean,
Yo, that's a woman, Yasmin. Get it right. It's 2020, 2023, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's 2020, 2023. You know what I'm saying? Get it right. That's a woman, right? What you do? You mistake her, what is it called? Gender. Pronouns. Yeah. That's a she, her. Not a he, him. Or maybe they. Like, I don't know.
So my dad's white, my mom's Asian.
Do you get pressure from your mom at all?
No, honestly, she's more like...
Wait, maybe that's a guy that's... Yo, hold on. Maybe that's actually like a gay person.
Pressure from your mom at all?
No, honestly, she's more like...
Never mind, you was right, that was a man.
Marry someone who comes from a good family.
At this point, I don't know, fam. Like, we just go... Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's confusing, but like, I don't know.
It's like passion,
I don't know.
good work,
whatever
makes
he
money.
is, or she
It was
is.
mainly pressure to stay away from anybody ever and just like focus on getting good grades and going to school.
The only criteria that I've seen them have is that they really want someone that is outdoorsy.
Have you ever dated someone outside of your race?
She look like someone. Who she look like?
Them have is that they really want someone that is outdoorsy.
Have you ever dated someone outside of your race?
Yes, it's cool
Selena Gomez?
when you're dating people.
You know what's crazy? There's like 5 people that look like you out there somewhere. There's 5 people that look like you, and I've met one of mine, and it was a Somali girl. You know what I'm saying? I met her through Facebook. Like I didn't meet her actually. One of my siblings showed me, and they're like, "Oh, that person looks like you." I was like, "Where?" And it was a girl. You know what I'm saying? And imagine me and her like got married. I mean, I probably lost her, but imagine me and her got married. Like all our kids just look like us.
People from different backgrounds because you can get a sense of culture that you probably would never get a sense.
So that means I would just have twins, because all my kids would look like either me or her. But at the end of the day, me and her look the same. So if we get married, and like I have kids, whether they're twins or not, they're still gonna be twins, because like it's basically I got married to my. Let me stop.
Sense of originally.
I'm more into people. Like
But yeah, I know
if
what
you're
I'm saying.
cool and we click, then it's cool.
I go for people who have sweet personalities and kind hearts.
I don't.
That's me.
Don't like discriminate.
Who do your parents want to bring home?
Anybody at this point.
Yo, I feel him. I ain't gonna lie.